I was a D1, D2 golf player, All-American, SWAC champion, all of the internships that you had going through college and everything like that. And I had to pick up like a front desk, like sales job at like LA Fitness, just so I could say I was like doing something with sales.
Right.
But like, again, it was so stupid. The leads suck. You had to do your own marketing out in parking lots. I was like pretty depressed. I was just a fly on the wall watching everybody kind of succeed. And I was like, okay, time to lock in because I don't want to be at this front desk anymore.
What was your degree in?
It's marketing and sales. I was getting like auto rejects like left and right. Could not get anyone to just look at me even with a degree. And then just got the resume drafted up and it's just like opportunity came. And then after that, it's like doing the interviews and reaching out, like learn how to be the BDR and getting those emails sent numbers to me. I don't even have to go look for it. And I just sit and click a button and call all day.
Which is the cool thing about tech sales because it is, like you said, it's more business to business.
It felt nice and you get the freedom. Like you really can just go up and, do your calls while you're getting your oil change or...
What's like the logistics on that new offer that you accepted?
I would say it's about $60K now. I have no clue what the commissions gonna look like, but it could look as anything up to like, 6 figures.
I love that.
I'm pretty blessed with it. I also got Nooks on there, got the Mack,
so the multi-line dial,
got the monitor that they all provided. I don't even have to do nothing. I'm traveling up and down to Washington like every month just because I can.
We thank you again, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Of course. No, thank you for pretty much changing my whole life.
Welcome back, y'all. I'm Sharif 2D. Today we have Mack, and I'm very excited for this one because we're gonna go over how we've helped Mack stack multiple jobs in the tech space, how we've got him multiple offers, and also we're going to talk about the reality of job stacking, going from sometimes maybe you're at 2 roles, maybe you're looking at a 3rd, maybe you go down back to 1 role, maybe you don't have a role. So yeah, Mack, would love to just share a little bit about yourself. Tell us,
Of course. So, I was a D1, D2 golf player, All-American, SWAC champion, all of the internships that you had going through college and everything like that. And as soon as I came out, I think I did like 100 like applications just by myself. And I was getting like auto rejects like left and right. Like just could not get anyone to just look at me even with a degree.
Jeez.
And it's just like everyone wants that work experience or be able to speak on the work experience. And joining the community, I was able to just, follow the fresh footprints and just interview properly, post my interviews, get feedback on the interviews, and then have like, the best resume that it wasn't even getting any rejections anymore. It was actually getting human responses and like more opportunities of actually being able to get an interview.
And have like a real conversation with the real person. Like you said, not go into the black hole of being auto rejected. And what was your degree in?
It's marketing and sales.
Wow.
And so I was trying to break into the marketing, but AI was taking that over, especially for sports. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just utilize my sales degree, figure it out. And it was just auto rejects. Like I couldn't even get a first interview just with the talent, like just the recruiting manager. So it was just very discouraging to go from like a really all-time high and like, be an athlete, have all your friends, have independency. And then it's just like, I can't even find a job and I have the experience, just not the right wording.
Right. Yeah, not the right wording, the right perspective or the right way to frame and like package it. And I'm really curious. So obviously, like you said, you were kind of independent, you were doing good, you're, college, I feel like college athletes, you build the best skills, you really have like one of the best realities and the best status on campus. And then did you move like out of state back to your hometown or like?
Yeah, so because it was in South Carolina as my second school, so I was like, I'll just go back home because that's where family is, and I'll be able to like build up from there. I think I was like doing my weekend job that I had during college, right? So then it's like I was only doing that for like 6-7 months. I could not just get like a regular job. Like I was willing to even drive all the way to like Burbank and everything, just like find anything that's in
where
person.
LA traffic is insane.
Like I was applying for everything and just like could not get anything. And then just got the resume drafted up and it's just like opportunity came. And then after that, it's like doing the interviews and reaching out, like being the BDR, like learn how to be the BDR.
Doing the job to get the job.
Exactly.
And what job were you working? Like you said, like the weekends, like while you were...
I had to pick up like a front desk, like sales job at like LA Fitness, just so I could say I was like doing something with sales.
Right.
But like, again, it was so stupid. It's just like chained to a desk.
Yeah.
Like the leads suck. You had to do your own marketing out in parking lots. Like
No, I've literally from EOS Fitness and same with LA Fitness, they've came up to me like you said in the parking lots trying to give me a free shirt, get me to sign up for a gym
just so you
membership.
get that number and emails versus sitting at home,
Mm.
and I'm getting it. I'm getting those emails sent numbers to me. I don't even have to go look for it, and I just sit and click a button and call all day.
Which is a cool thing about tech sales because it is like you said, it's more business to business. Literally, you can work from anywhere. The leads, typically a company will pay for the leads and give them to you on a silver platter,
Pretty much.
ready for you to call. Versus, like you said, B2C, sometimes they want you to work your own network.
Yeah.
So it's like now you're asking your friends and family to either buy something that they probably don't want. You don't want to sell it to them. So that's really insightful. What was like I'd say, what was like that breaking point, or like what was it? Was it a point where you were like, all right, 100 applications, like I need to either hire a team and pay for some services to make my resume and apply to jobs? Or like what was that point?
I'll be honest, I think it was like a free link that you did for a call, and then I watched it and I just like listened to you give feedback to other people, and then the networking a bit. So like multiple people even knowing the company that already interviewed with, and now you have like a secret sauce of the first two interviews because somebody went through it. I think it was like one of the best, I think, free links ever because like it really covered like everything. It was like, okay, so it's not just somebody who's just selling me some course and is just gonna like fend for yourself. It's knowing that you had 3 calls a week, they lasted for hours, it had great content, and just the one that I watched, that it was like, it's like college. I'm gonna invest in myself, and it should work. I
Right.
mean, I think there was like a few people in there who was stacking. I didn't even think Aziza was in that call too. And it was like, damn, so these you can just not just have one. You can actually
Have multiple remote
yeah.
jobs at once. Okay, I love that. And talk to us a little bit about that too, like reality wise, what does that actually look like? Maybe holding more than one job at once. Like, what's the workload look like? Obviously, a lot of people want to know like what's the paychecks look like, or talk to us a little bit about that.
Right. So I've only really had like kind of like a base one. So I would say about 50K, which is still pretty good. So I would say about 1,700 every 2 weeks just for the base. So then
And that's what California taxes.
yeah. And then so then the 2 commission checks that come like at the end too were really nice as well. And it's just based off, the effort you put in, if it was a slow month or whatever. And having 3 to 6 checks come through after like only having minimum wage checks for that long.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like it felt nice. And you get the freedom. Like you have to be active, but you don't really have to. Like you really can just go up and do your calls while you're getting your oil change, or run to the grocery
actually
store.
live your life a little bit.
Yeah, and not just making a living. Like I get to make a living while also still actually living my life.
Yeah.
And I think tech sales or any remote work really does give you like that happiness of I can do what I want. I might not love the job,
Right.
but I still have the freedom to do everything else. And
While you're working the role.
yeah.
And like, has there been like traveling? Like, have you gotten to take trips or?
I love my dog. I don't. I would take the
Yeah.
traveling ones, but if I didn't have a dog, I definitely would do the travel trips. But
Yeah.
I've had the opportunities, just didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but even that alone to where you can turn down opportunities
That's true.
is, I feel like you said, it's more of an abundance mindset because even talk a little bit about like the system. I want to say what in your first like 30, 45-ish days you had.
Yeah, I think the
An
first
offer?
time I really locked in, I was like pretty depressed. I was just a fly on the wall watching everybody kind of succeed, and I was like, okay, time to lock in because I don't want to be at this front desk anymore.
Yeah.
So then I went ahead and locked in. I think 2-3 weeks of just real hard work in Apollo and just like interviewing nonstop. I landed the role, and then stayed with it for a while. Got too comfortable. He was kind of working me to death, and then I took the severance. And then I was like,
Got paid to quit.
yeah, I got
basically.
paid to quit a whole month. I even got the benefits for a whole month too. Like, yeah.
Dang.
So then I so burnt out of doing all that stuff. I was fine, but just like, let me just live life. Lived life. Then I was like, okay, low-key need to start paying bills. So locked in, and I actually got this role that I started like 2 days ago. They got it in like 10 days.
Wow.
And I think I had 15 interviews like in the first like 7, I would say.
Goodness.
And I just kind of just took anything and everything that said yes.
Yeah.
And thanks to the resume that Dakota drafted up. Yeah.
Shout out to Dakota.
Just came rolling in.
Mm.
And I think the auto apps were only on for like 2 weeks, a week and a half.
So wow, like basically week and a half, 10 days ish to not having really any job, and then boom, it's like you just kind of snap your fingers,
Yeah.
shoot the team a text, send me a message like, hey, I want to start my auto apps, and it's like boom, you got. And what's like the logistics on that new offer that you accepted?
Oh, this one's a good one. I would say it's about 60K now. Have no clue what the commissions gonna look like, but it could look as anything up to like, six figures. Yeah.
Dang, I love that.
I'm pretty blessed with it. I also got Nooks on there, got the
Ooh, so the
MacBook,
multi-line
got the
data,
monitor in
yeah.
there, got keyboard, headphones, mouse that they all provided. I
Mm,
don't even have to do nothing.
I love that.
I got the Claude Enterprise like one, yes, and
What?
then I get an additional like $20 on like whatever, like if I want to do the small chat GBT.
Oh, and get like additional subscriptions too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fire.
really fire. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's the cool thing about these different tech companies is they will literally enable you to be able to be successful in the job, and honestly, to where you can automate a lot of it. Like with Nooks, you could
Yes.
call up to 5 people at once and knock out all your dials in a day. And I remember, I know you had another role. It might have been Homebound,
Yeah, it's
and
the
that one
one
was
that's the one I
yeah.
quit, and it was 150 single just going at it. And then since it was more B2C, I was doing the like data enrichment,
Mhm.
been verified, and it's like some of these homeowners have been there forever, so it's like they're not gonna want to
Yeah,
talk to me. So it's just like this B2B is definitely
yeah.
way to go for
No,
sure.
I love B2B. I mean, I definitely want to even dive deeper into that because in the sales space, there's obviously B2C where you're selling to like consumers, and B2B you're selling to businesses. What were, outside of just like the emotional, I feel like, state that you have to sell people on in B2C, what were some of the other maybe things that you didn't like about B2C?
Uh, I guess like their patience.
Mm.
I feel like, because I mean, it's a consumer, they're probably getting a bunch, especially
A
from
bunch of other
loans
calls.
and all that stuff, all the people selling their info. So I guess it was just patience. I
Yeah.
feel like for B2B, they're a lot more patient because they're trying to make money. They're
Facts.
calling me for a reason. These B2C people are just like, get away from me.
Mm.
And it's just so frustrating because it's like, damn, I really could help your life.
Yeah, it's like I got a good solution for you. I can help you out. You're calling me a scammer. You're telling me to F off when, you know.
I was trying to help you build your home that you lost in the Altadena Palisade fires.
Mm.
Like, it was just rough. Yeah.
Wow. So I do want to ask too as well, like being that you're a college athlete, what were some of maybe the skills that you think you developed? Was it even maybe some of the stories that you told like during the actual interview process? How do you think that benefited you like on your journey?
With golf, it's definitely a time-consuming sport. Like
Mhm.
18 holes takes about like 4 or 6 hours when you walk
Yeah.
it. Some days we play 36 in one. So like I have some
Whoa.
real good time management skills on top
Okay.
of like the internships that I had at school,
Yeah, you still have to do
classes,
classes,
just
trying to have a social life.
yeah. So like that definitely helped me with stacking because I
Mhm.
mean it's just like find any pocket that you can and do it there and
Mm.
make sure you look like you're doing your work
Facts.
and then you're chilling. So that definitely helped. And then I play a numbers game. So it's like how many fairways you hit? Did you make the up and down? How many
Mm.
putts did it make? I have all the stats in my brain. That's all I've been wired since I was playing it since I was like 5 years old.
Wow.
So it really translated into sales because it's like how many calls did you make and how many did you connect? How many
Right.
of those connects do you actually land? And then how many are actually closed? Like it's
It's
all
all in numbers.
numbers and it just translates so well that when I didn't really prep, like I don't sit there and rehearse every single question that I've heard on the recordings. It's just like the star and pair, just like
Mhm.
figure out what answer are you looking for, and then let me find that stat that's in my,
Mm.
golf experience, college experience. That's kind of just what I was doing.
Yeah, and have a story that you can kind of convey to
Uh-huh.
where it answers the question that they're asking. I love
Yeah.
that. And I love that you mentioned everything in the numbers game because it's really the same process we took to get these offers of,
Yeah.
we make the resume, we add the experience, and then the team just automatically applies to these 30 different jobs a day every single day for a full year. You did mention though there were extra steps you were taking on top of like using Apollo,
Yeah.
recording your interviews, even like you mentioned Claude and a couple different things. What are some of the either piece of advice or some of the tools that you would tell someone, say they did take the risk and then it's their first day in the community? What advice would you give to them to be able to excel, maybe a little bit faster?
I think it's very intimidating and like scary, but
Yeah.
like you really have to like jump in and learn how to swim.
Mm.
And or like, you're gonna take a big bite but like continue to chew because like it's gonna work. It's a lot of information at you at once, but one thing at a time. So just understand keywords and then understand what a sequence is. It's baby steps really work. Go at your own pace, but again, the pace that you go at is as fast as you get your job.
I love
So
that.
like take your time. It is hard, but as soon as you put it in, like it comes like
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, the thing that you said that I believe is super important is you literally just have to jump in. Like you literally have to learn and you'll fail as you go. But again, because you're recording your interviews, because you're going to consistently have more interviews, you really don't have to be, in a sense, nervous or put any of these companies or any of these interviews or opportunities on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Because there's just going to be continuous opportunities more and more and more. So I'd ask also, like, how does that even, like, how does that make you feel when maybe you do have a job where it's like, I don't really like the way my manager's talking to me, or maybe I don't like the leads? Like, what does that feeling feel like when you know, like, you can literally just go get another job?
I'll be honest, it was kind of scary because it's like, you pay bills. It's intimidating of like, okay, do I leave and try to find something new, even though it was so hard the first time? No, I was scared. I definitely had cold feet. I was kind of dragging for months. I was still getting my paychecks. I was still hitting commission. And it's like, as soon as I didn't, it's like, okay, I don't really have a choice. I didn't have a choice. So the life pushing me was so good, but my advice to people is really don't drag your feet.
Yeah.
Because it is scary, it is intimidating. You don't want to do it wrong. I am a perfectionist, but you have to do it to learn what you're gonna do wrong.
Yeah.
Like, dead ass. Like it's just
I
that's
agree.
just how it is.
I agree. That's literally it. Is there's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be the perfect day. Like, you just have to start wherever you're at too. So I'd say, I guess, like, one of my last couple of questions, like, were there any limiting beliefs maybe you had before, like, signing up and joining the program? Like, a lot of people maybe think it's just too good to be true, or it sounds like a scam, or was there any, like, beliefs that you had before that you had to overcome?
I was scared of, like, I was just gonna be another number. Like I'm really just a paycheck. But then, you sit in these things and people talk about their feelings. Like people are wanting to pay their bills. People are struggling to find a job. Like that is why people come into this community. And you're not gonna meet somebody who is not in the same shoes as you.
Fact.
They've been there and they're gonna like uplift you with them. It's never like a competition amongst everybody, even if we are landing the same interviews. I'm working with somebody who's in the community too, and Nakami's girlfriend Marlene is at Vanishready. So like,
that's sweet.
so like the being able to know that I was entering something that more not just like getting me a job, but it was like networking as well. I think that is what made me okay. I'm gonna believe this a little bit harder. And every call I joined, it did confirm like, no,
That's
these people do care. Like, yes, they're here to make money, but like genuinely, they actually do care and are listening to these people's interviews and are trying to perfect our resumes, our sequences, emails, even your own script when you're at the job. So it's like. I really do appreciate how much you guys care.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. We appreciate you, bro, because you are one of the few members in the community that has been super consistent recording like all your interviews. You always drop them. You're always on the calls. You're always like also lending and helping and giving other people support. And I think you said it very quickly. Like, for some of y'all that didn't peep, he literally has someone else in the community, our same tech community, Digital Wealth University, in his corporate remote job, and no one else at the company knows. So it's like you dang near have a sidekick almost, or you dang near have a teammate going into a company brand new of someone else that also knows the ins and outs of job stacking. They know the ins and outs of like the corporate game, and they also can have your back too. So yeah, I love that. That's really cool, bro.
No, it's fire. We were like texting each other the whole time, and she's like, "Why are they taking so long?" I'm like, "Dude, I know. I wanted to leave for this meetup like at 11, 12ish because it's gonna take an hour, and then they put a meeting like right at 12:30. I said, "Okay, dude, I'm not gonna take this call because it was like how to prospect," and I was like, "Okay, well, I can't really know on a phone. I'm gonna have to pay attention."
Facts.
So then that's why I came here late.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But she was bitching about it when it was like, "Why are they taking so long today?"
And like, who on a Friday? And that's the reason that we continuously say one job is too close to none. Continue letting the team auto apply because it's Friday afternoon for you guys on the like West Coast. but I think Marlene's on the
This job,
East
a
Coast.
lot of the people are actually on the East Coast, so
Yeah,
that's why I'm pretty much done with my day. When
yeah,
I came here, I'm really just building a prospect list. I don't even need to. I'm just trying to be ahead of
yeah,
the game.
yeah. Which is crazy. Imagine it's Friday, like it's about to be almost 4 p.m. and out of nowhere, a pop-up meeting to show you how to do your job with the whole team comes on the calendar. That's why we job stack. So, Mac, I want to ask, like, last question. We talk a lot about faith, like, on all of our videos. Is there anything in, like, that you think, whether it was mindset or just, like, having faith, whether it was in yourself, the process, that you think just absolutely helped you out?
I do believe like in the universe and like a higher power and just like trusting what I put out there will always come back, just like my sport.
Mm.
I mean, in sales too, like
Yeah.
whatever you put in is always going to come back out. So as much as like those first 6 months of just doing it by myself, like I was trying, but to be able to like have a coaching system and back you up and hype you up and keep pushing you, even though you want to quit, I think is really what helped me.
Mm.
Listening to other people believe in me while also trying to just trust the universe is going to do exactly what it
Fact.
needs to do, that's what helped me really.
I love that. No, I do agree too. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, it does literally the inputs and the work you do directly will correlate to the outputs. And like Max said, if you, because we only have so much energy in a day, we only have so much time in a day. And obviously, we all want to work hard, but we want to get paid very well for it. Like, I personally don't think it's worth a lot of people's time to apply to the jobs themselves or to do some of these low leverage things, especially when you're not getting results. It's discouraging, it's tough. So, having other people that also have the same mindset that will support you and just do a lot of the busy work for you, I agree,
Yeah.
absolutely changes the game.
Yeah.
So, we thank you again, bro. Appreciate you,
Yeah, of
bro.
course. No, thank you for pretty much changing my whole life. So I'm here.
Anytime.
I'm traveling up and down to Washington like every month just because I can.
Uh.
Just exploring the world, man.
That's the goals. Look, if y'all want to be able to travel too, if y'all want to be able to like pop up in person as well, like literally while we're doing this in person, we have other members in the community. They're coming, go on, working their jobs. We've got our group call running. Like even though I'm on a trip, I'm making content, and I've got a whole to-do list of things to do, I started the group call. I'm gonna pop in there, give support, give advice, and so we don't miss calls.
I think some misconceptions too is like, when you pay for like the face of the company and
Yeah,
you don't think you're gonna work with them. So there are moments where we don't work with Sharif, but like every single person of this team is literally a copy and paste. Like they
facts.
genuinely do care and are gonna treat you exactly the same way because everyone wants to win. We're
Real.
keep learning, keep earning,
Yeah, no,
right?
keep learning, keep earning. We say it at the end of every call, and yeah, 100%. Shout out to the team. We have a team full of killers, a team full of like just beautiful, amazing people, and I mean, really the whole community.
It's
Like,
it's amazing.
amazing. I feel like we all attract the people that are on the same vibration, same wavelength. So, shoot, if anyone is watching this video like this far in, you probably have that same energy in you. You might, I think you fit in the community too. So,
Yeah,
I love it.
for real.
Well, look, if you guys do want to join, all you need to do, click the link below. You can set up a call. Shoot, if you actually watch this video and you tell me that you did, and you want me to even send you, like I sent Matt, a full length, one of our like group call recordings, so you can even see what a real group call is, like the 2 hour, 3 hour long calls before, just send me a screenshot of this video, DM it to me, and I'll send it to you before our call that we got booked. But
Hey.
let's get it, y'all. Peace, y'all.